Today we're at a basement finishing project in Fonthill, Ontario. This is about a 3-month project filled with lots of fun features. Come check it out. So this is our basic standard basement packaging. It comes with painted finished walls, nice LVP flooring, luxury vinyl plank, and choice of casing, choice of profile for the doors. But this client also added some special features like movie room, sound isolation, fireplace, and much more. This is the living room, very spacious. And here's gonna be a fireplace, a TV mounted on this wall, round bullnosing corner for your post so your kids can play around here safe. We also have door to the furnace room, door to the sump pump room. We actually did 2 doors for this furnace room, one from the living room and one from the bathroom because of how we needed to access to the water tank at the back and the furnace at the same time. So instead of making the furnace room so big, taking up all the space, we just added door on each side so we have access to both water tank and the furnace. This is an extra storage room under the stairs. This basement was filled with a lot of stuff, and when we finished the basement, we want it to be all organized and compact. We did a lot of things for lightings here. This is a recessed anti-glare pot lights. These are 4 times more expensive than regular pot lights, but we always want to use these for under the bulkhead because you will see a huge difference when you use these instead of regular pot lights. These won't blind your eyes, unlike your regular pot lights, and these are very beautiful. I really hate pot lights spaced out so evenly. It never looks nice in a residential houses. If you go to a hotel room, high-end luxury hotel, you never have lighting in the center of the ceiling. You always have ambient lighting, all kinds of different lighting to make that space full of atmosphere, beautiful characteristics. I see a lot of Canadian houses, Canadian basements filled with regular 4-inch pot lights all around the ceiling. I really don't want to do that for our clients. Lighting is what really differentiates your space. These pot lights are 4 times more expensive than regular pot lights. Even though this basement was our standard package, we still want to use these expensive pot lights for our clients. We still want to make sure the basement looks different from other basements. We actually did this for free because before the wall came all the way to here. With this wall here, it is very hard to haul down all the furniture, all the couches, TVs. So we opened it up while we can when we were framing, and now the basement feels so much bigger. It is not a hard thing to do, but you do need to know what you're getting into. So when we opened it up, this was not the load-bearing wall. You know that because there was a steel beam here and all these beams were sitting on top of that steel beam. So we could easily remove this wall because it was not load-bearing wall. And over here we have our stair lighting. So each individual lighting will be controlled separately. So, and it is motion sensor, so when you walk upstairs, the light will follow you, turning on one by one. So this basement is filled with a lot of fun features like wall panels, hidden doors, movie room. In this bathroom, we have a spacious changing room. Here we have shower and a sauna machine coming in. And what we have here is a place for vanity. We're creating a custom wood vanity, floating vanity for our client. And this is what I always like to do. Here we have a toilet room. I always like to isolate the toilet from this shower vanity area because when you have guests over, you don't want people in your bathroom while it smells bad. It is a big toilet room, very spacious. Because we have sauna here, we always want to isolate the toilet from the sauna machine because again, you're staying in your sauna machine for a long time. You don't want smell to be in your way. And here we have a dry snack bar coming in, ambient lighting, and lots of spotlights. So this is a hallway leading into the movie room. Here we have lots of special lighting, 2-inch pot lights, 2-inch anti-glare pot lights for under the bulkhead, and 2-inch gimbal pot lights for the snack bar, and another 2 here because we have an arcade machine going in These special lightings, these gimbal lightings will highlight all the special features in this basement. Another big storage room for all your stuff that you don't want in your main floor upstairs. You can all store it here. Very spacious. We have 3 of these in this basement. We installed these double doors, French doors, for the storage room because other doors, sliding doors, bifold doors, they're fragile and it's harder to get into the spaces that you have. But double door, it opens up widely. You can use all the space that you have in the storage room. So usually, because of how they want it to look, baseboards are a little thinner than casing. So this is casing that covers the door. This is baseboard. When baseboard come into the casing, you don't want the baseboard to be sticking out. It will look ugly. So when we do the top part, we double the baseboard. So we have 1/4 inch of reveal all around, nice and clean for that modern look. So after we finish the drywall, we tend to finish the flooring first because then we can install the door on top of it. Otherwise, if you install the door first, you will have a hard time putting that flooring in, and then later on they will shrink and you will see all kinds of gaps. So you always want to put the flooring in first, then the door on top of it. Then we put the casing in because once you have the casing, you can butt in your baseboard to the casing. So you don't have to work twice trying to cut the baseboard in to fit the casing in. So you always have to keep that in mind, the order of process. So this wall is going to be covered with wall panels, fluted wooden wall panels. And this door is going to be a hidden door. So it won't look like a door, but when you push on it, it will open, leading into our movie room. So this is our movie room. We got a lot of fun features coming in here. Our most favorite ambient lighting around the ceiling, and there's going to be a star ceiling lights. So those star lights it's first time doing it, so we're very excited for that. This room is specially sound isolated. All the ducts were rerouted. There's sono pan, bad insulation, double 5/8 drywall for sound isolation. The reason why the heat register is at the bottom is this will make your basement a lot warmer and make your sound isolation work better. I see a lot of other people finishing their basement and having their heat register at the top. So what that does in the winter, the hot air will come out and then it will just stay on top. So your basement will be freezing. What we like to do, we like to lower not only the air returns, which is required by building code, we would like to lower our heat registers as well to keep the basement not only just warmer, but more quieter. So you have to reroute the duct system that you can prevent the sound going straight up without losing so much heat. In Canadian houses, we all use central furnace system. So in basement ceiling, you always get these bulkheads. What we try to do when we finish the basement, we try to make it look intentional. So it doesn't look like a bulkhead, but now this looks like recessed ceiling, and we're gonna put in an ambient light around this bulkhead. This is where the TV is going in. We have an extra outlet that operates with the switch, so we can hang a light behind the TV, interactive LED light strips. We have switch for our star ceiling and the ambient lighting around the ceiling. Outlets for each seat, so you can charge your phone and put your motorized recliner seats. So we're gonna have 2 rows here. When you sit at the back, you don't want your person in front of you covering your view. So we do need a stage, but in most Canadian houses with regular ceiling, there's a limitation on how high you can get with the staging. So we had to recess the ceiling a little higher to avoid your head hitting the bulkhead. Another storage room at the back. Thank you for watching.